Honestly, I'm kind of expecting Hitzel to fit into that support role. He's just gonna he's gonna play something like Anzap or Cloud Anzap maybe, and Marsh will just end up fitting into a Slayer role because whilst Marsh plays a lot of mini, he's also typically a Slayer, isn't he? He also has a lot of
Yeah, he has a lot of
experience.
experience just running up on people as they do.
Yeah,
But
and Ice obviously going to be their backline, and Keen as well on the support Brella. I mean, we don't know. Keen might have picked up a new weapon come the patch, but I don't know. I mean, it's Splatzone's Gobi Arena. Do you think do you think potentially he'll be going Brella there, or
I would kind of imagine it. I'm not sure what else Keen plays. I know he has a lot of experience with different weapons. He messes around a lot in solo queue. He has like a lot of top 100 with different things, but I know him for his tried and true brellas, whether it's a 10 or vanilla or whatever he wants to use. Um,
I guess
I
it comes
think
down to confidence bringing it in, doesn't it? Like we don't know if he wants to bring because he might have a lot of experience with other weapons, but Brella's what he
yeah,
plays, you know.
yeah, for sure. It could also be what his team wants from him, so we'll see. But starting off here, game one, Splatstone's Gobi Arena here in this round 2 set. Let's see what we got.
Splash-O-Matic coming out from Hitzel, that is, and also
So,
K Dooley's an ink brush.
so this
Okay.
is not really the comp I was expecting from Team
Oh,
B, I'll be honest with you, as going in for a pretty offensive short-range comp here. Maybe Ice not wanting to play too much Charger Battle on this map, but that could mean a lot of pressure on Demise side, as Demise already they're trading bodies here, one down on each side, but a quick armor coming out from Tension here.
trying to take out the Brella user. Don't know where they've gone. The baller on their plat as well. So even though they might have got the early pick, they're taken out, and 3 of them are down, and the zone flip's in the way of Team B as the brush sets up for hopefully a spawn hold.
Yeah, we saw Ice being there really aggressive really quickly. A baller flank coming out, getting a nice pick, and then his teammates doing a really good job pinning up behind it. They were able to get so much control really quickly, and now Ice is just doing brush things, running around at the speed of sound.
Play that egg brush like it's supposed to be played. Does get sniped, taken out quite fast by Raziel, and the jump is what. Oh, okay, the jump does get taken out. I thought he was gonna get away with that as Demise come in now to take that zone.
Yeah, that duo is getting caught in an unfortunate position. Probably not expecting this brush to die when he's zooming around, but he gets caught up. The Demise does a good job calling it out, and now they have mostly control of zone. But special push, the tent coming in from Team B. It's gonna be a nuisance here, but kind of a neutral position so far. One down in each team, but this brush just running up on Tension there, getting a nice pick again.
Yeah, Tension getting taken out, unfortunately. Ice goes down 2, so it's a 3v3 at the moment, and Raziel giving as much support as he can, but the tent being a pain like the tent always is. The zone does flip back in the way of Demise, but it's really tentative hold at the moment, in my opinion, because both teams do have 4 members up, and neither are pushed into that central area.
Yep. And again, the bubbles coming out from Team B. It's going to be a quick cap, but Demise activated 3 specials there, Baller, Bomb Rush, and Armor. So it's going to flip a couple times. They're trying to get a bigger hold. Demise really needs to, I think they need to really find that space to push up more. They need to be more suffocating on this short range comp, because if you can limit their movement, that's going to help a lot. That Brella going down there is going to really be able to help Demise move up, as they're going to get 2 picks there. This is exactly what they needed, and they're looking to take the lead here soon.
Yeah, that's good. Zek can be in a really annoying force here as well, and maybe more aggressive plays need to come out of Demise if they want to hold this, because the special usage out of Team B has been incredible. However, that counter is ticking down as we get to the 20-second mark, and they're trying to push back in, and they do manage to get the cap, which is incredible, but I don't know how long that's going to last.
They get the cap, but they did have the brush and the Brella go down, as well as here comes the duo who's going down. Zekin finding a nice pick as he's putting all the pressure on the left side here. Hitzel tries to sneak him around him, has to settle for the trade, as the timer again, the penalty's taken down for Demise. They have so much map control here.
It was a good cap and a very necessary cap for Team B. It's just a shame they couldn't sustain it. It gave them some necessary extra time to get that baller, which Ice does have. He's going to pop it and come into the middle, trying to get a cap. Bubbles 2, it's Unfortunately, the bomb rush stopping him as Raziel does a really good job, and that's a full wipe on Team B. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be the game for Demise.
Yeah, that was really beautiful from Demise being ready for those specials, and just they were calling game. They knew they had the specials to counteract what they were doing. Maybe Team B not getting off to the most coordinated step there at the end, not finding the best plans to get back in. It gets hard with they had a really short range comp as well.
Yeah,
That could have been a difference maker. We see Zekin being the great sub, getting 9 kills with that pro. He kind of had the range advantage on almost everyone there, so could have came into play.
Easy pickings for him, I guess. Yeah. Team B though, they did have a good hold at the start. They managed to tick it all the way down 60 points down right at the start of the game, and I think that was kind of just because their comp, it was incredibly aggressive, and I don't think Demise were quite expecting it.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially with more regimented comps, the Team B usually pull out, like, you know, Charger, armor spam, Charger, armor spam, bomb spam, you know, the classic. And they were playing it right at the start, and it was going really well for them. But Demise just kind of adapted too fast, and it came too much. So maybe
Team B had a really aggressive start. We saw it with the quick Ingbrook flank. It definitely helped them get out to an early lead, but I feel like once Demise was able to find a few clutch picks, and they were able to start pushing up and getting in their element, getting control, they definitely knew how to make it a lot harder for Team B to push back in.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, like you mentioned, Zekin at the top of the scoreboard, his range just too much for the. I think the brush kind of, once Zekin got in, the brush was doing so much, so much less work because he was getting picked and scared off by Zekin's range.
Yeah, once that team gets control and they have all the paint, there's not really a lot of avenues for you to move around as a brush. There's not a lot of like ways you can sneak because you're kind of out in the open wherever you want to move on Gobi. You know, you can go left, you can go right, you can go mid, but you're in like plain view. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And Raziel you don't want to play around with Raziel. He's a strong charger as well, and if he sees you, you're gone basically. As we did see when he tried another flank, taken out almost as soon as he got there. We're going to be moving on, though. We're going to be going into Rainmaker on Mako Ma. Opinions?
So if Team B decides to go like kind of that short range comp again, I think this might kind of be an advantage, especially if they can get an early pop, get a quick aggression again, because if they can just get like one good push off a wipe, they can do it really quickly. But that might not even be what they're going for. We're going to see maybe Ice wants to switch back in the Charger. That's a possibility.
Yeah, maybe it was just Gobi that he didn't want to be running that Charger. Well, we'll see as we go into the game.
The Carmen, actually. So they are going with another very aggressive composition. But Demise, no slouch. They have a lot of bombs coming out. They have probably, might be a double bomb junior, but either way, it's going to be a lot of bomb spam coming out from him in the K-shot. A lot of specials with armor and missiles.
The pop does go towards Demise. Ice here just kind of waiting around. Doesn't really need to do much. Hasn't got an opportunity to. It sees that Keen needs some help and goes in. They do take down one, and he's looking for another. Doesn't quite get it.
Ooh, but somehow lives for now. Gets the... Ooh. Wow, great. Good movement from Ice there. Maybe Demise not really focusing too much on that Carmen as... It's actually going to be maybe a small push coming out from Team B as they're climbing that left side. There's not much opposition there right now as they're getting some points. The hammer coming out from Keen. They're moving this a lot. That's all the way up to 30 as it finally goes down, but still some picks coming out.
It's not the end of the push, though. It's not the end of the push. Two still alive, but we'll see how this goes. Nah, attention taking down one, and the jump isn't looking too safe. Oh, Marsh does manage to get away, and... yeah, he runs away for a little bit.
Finally gets chased down, but good job from Tension coming from behind to stop that push. They weren't expecting him behind him. He's able to get those couple picks there. As now Demise is focusing on getting some mat control. A quick baller coming out from DJ, but he's going to be forced to back up by Ice, who is just coming in like a piranha right here.
Yeah, Carbon really scary, especially on a map with so many corners, such as Mako. And Zekin looking to take out the Rainmaker. Does get the trade, but not really too much worth it, as there's 3 down now for Demise. And Ice, you can see him just running. He's chasing. He knows. He's hungry. And Keen's setting up again for another push.
Yeah, Keen already up here with the Tenebrella as he doesn't have the carbon up. He's kind of here alone on this top left for now, but the Rainmaker's down. He's really, I'm not sure what he's doing here. The flanking Tenebrella. This is the madman.
I mean, I think it's the trust in his team at the moment, but I don't know how worth it is, especially since, oh, he does manage to get one. He's looking for the second. He can't quite reach them, even with the spin. And the armor does come out for Demise, which is probably going to put Keen in a really bad position.
But able to shark on that wall for a bit until his teammate Ice comes trying to save the day. Team B does manage to get 2 down off the carbon trading there, but the Rainmaker kind of alone there on the left side. He's waiting for some support.
Keen's still on the aggression. He hasn't been taken out yet. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. They need to deal with him. He's been too much of a distraction for Demise, and it's allowing Team B to just kind of walk all over them.
Yeah, and this Rainmaker still moving now, getting even more points, a little bit more up to, I believe, 28 there, as 3 down finally go down for Team B. Demise really needs some act control. Finding a nice pick on Hitso there. I'm not even sure if that was intentional. Probably not, but he'll take it either way, as that's going to help him get some aggression going, hopefully for Demise.
When Hitso is down, that's going to be good stagger as well. Although they do lose the Rainmaker incredibly early into the fight. From flanking carbon, he takes out 2. And, oh, did he get 3 before he went down? Incredible. So that's put Team B in another advantageous position, as only the Junior is around to stop that Rainmaker.
Yeah, and Keen already pushing up here through the left side. He has his hammer ready. He's going to be popping it there, coming from the skies with it. Going all the way to the pedestal.
Doesn't manage to get anybody, even with the flick, but he's putting a lot of pressure on Raziel, which means he can't focus on that Rainmaker. Hopefully his team can capitalize off of this, because this aggression is just ridiculous.
Yeah, they're having really strong coordinated pushes. They're helping each other a lot on these pushes. Like, even when they're alone for a moment, they are waiting it out, waiting for their teammates, and they know exactly how to help each other. And they've been able to find so many picks off of it, and Demise really hasn't mounted any offense. They've been struggling to even get map control.
Well, they have the center at the moment, and there's not much going on here. They let loose those Tenta missiles just to put a bit more pressure, and they've finally got a little bit of push, but Ice doing an incredible job at stopping the Rainmaker and giving his team some time to get back in. Does go down for it, though, so it is a 3v3 situation, and Keen also pushing in with the Tentabrella to do some aggressive work. We've been seeing Keen doing a really good job there. The bomb does take down, I believe that was DJ, so it's looking like a Rainmaker reset situation as Team B pushed back into the mid.
Yeah, it was actually second being taken out there as an armor coming out from Demise as well. They have the ball already. This is going to be their last push, but they find a pick on the Dapples. 1 harassing hits on this top right. They need to put it all together here. This is their last chance, but they have some groundwork laid in front of them. They need to get rid of that Tenebrella, though. It's just going to be stamping in here.
The Ultra Hammer takes out the Slusher, and there you go. Ice with the flank taking out the Rainmaker, and that's game 2 going to Team B.
Yeah, so like we kind of touched on, just never really relenting offense from Team B there. I think that counter pick definitely worked out in their favor. Definitely a more close quarters map where they can really just abuse that hyper aggressive comp, as well as a lot of good help coming out from Keen. A lot of good teamwork. Also the stamp being just such a nuisance. 5 stamps coming out from Keen. How do you feel about how that match went?
Keen was being more aggressive than the Carbon. That's all I can think. It's just Keen was playing that Tentabrella, that tent in fact, so close up to the enemy. He was being an absolute pain, and they couldn't do anything about it. Their comp wasn't really allowing for it. The Junior was always ahead of him, so they needed to either divert some resources to take out Keen or just completely ignore him, because he was just they were half split between getting rid of Keen and fighting on the front line, and it left room for Ice to just do his work and take out members. And they were Demise always felt like they were in a 1 down situation. It was a 3v4 for them, so maybe they'll move it to a bigger map, something where they can't have Ice using the Carbon to be a nuisance, and can't have Keen flanking to enable that.
Yeah, I mean Team B just looked really strong on that map. Like you said, Keen just being a nuisance, but also just lets his teammate come out and get kills off of that Tenebrella pushing. You know, it paints so much in such a small map, and it just gives so many like sharking opportunities, so many opportunities to get pincer attacks. Worked out really well for them, but Demise has the counter pick advantage. They won the first game. So here in the game 3, it's going to go to Demise's map. Hopefully they have something they're confident in, because if they can pick a counter pick that works as well for them as Mako did for Team B, then Team B might be in a world of trouble here.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, looking at the round 2 counter picks, there's not too much that they could really go to. I mean, there's CB on Albacore, which could potentially be good for them. It wouldn't allow the Carbon as much room to move around. But we've seen Ice has been playing everything. It doesn't matter what he's playing. He's been doing well with it. Even in the first game with that brush, he was doing a lot of work for his teammates. So
yeah, for sure.
I think it comes down more to whatever they're the strongest on. And it's looking like they're going to take it to Splatoons on Wahoo World. So I don't know about that for a counter Carbon map. I don't know if Ice might wanna stick to it to continue being a nuisance. What do you think?
So I feel like there are a lot of ways to flank this map, but they can be kind of slow and not easy to call out. But if you do call it out, it's a really rough time for whoever's flanking. So this might be a good counter pick for them, but also I feel Tenebrella is really strong here, and I think a lot of players share that opinion.
I fully agree.
Those openings to mid, like Tenebrella just completely shut them down and paint zone so much as well.
Yeah, it like the 4 openings that come into that central circle can be completely taken over just by one Tenebrella. So if you have that Tenebrella coming in, you've shut off an option for the enemy team, and it kind of funnels them into a situation which potentially they don't want to be in. And you could maybe activate an Ultra Stamp and completely decimate the enemy team. So
for sure. If Team B can really put it all together through that tent, through Keen, they're going to find a lot of avenues for creating their offense and getting advantage. Raziel is going to have to get a lot of clutch picks on things that are not the Tenebrella. He's going to have to try to have his team preventing them from getting to him, especially if Team B goes to a short range comp again. If his team can have paint in front of him and Raziel can get some nice kills, that'll be really beneficial to Demise.
I'm expecting to see Hitzel bring out the most paint heavy. He's gonna have this. He's gonna have suction rush probably, and that mixed with like an Ultra Stamp is just gonna be dirty. It's like the zone's tiny. It's circular and tiny, and because of the way like bombs they have a circular radius around them. I think it makes it so you can paint the zone a bit easier. I think it is something to do with that. We'll see. The comps.
That's actually a Dynamo roller coming out from Ice. So really just mixing it up here. Bring it out. So a really paint heavy weapon that can be actually quite good on this map if you're flicking over the wall, just trying to put paint down. But Keen already moving up here with the Tenebrella. But actually a splash wall coming down from the Fire Fin.
Was that
shutting that down.
Power of splash wall? I think that was a power of splash wall because it had enough health to beat the umbrella. That's interesting. Keen bringing out the stamp does take out one, kind of gliding in the air there. Looking for the pick on Razo does get taken down, but that is the zone control for them in a 3v3 now.
Yeah, so good start again from Team B. Great job with the Tenebrella and getting paint on the zone, rushing the backlines on Demise, but Demise responding well. They have some paint down, and the specials coming out, the bomb rush, but they don't have man advantage. That's actually going to be 2 down again from Demise. So
3 down. They're looking for the white. Marsh is looking for the 4.
Marsh is hungry.
Yeah, he wanted that. He does back off for now.
Yeah, gonna play it smart. This timer's taking down really fast, all the way down to 30 already. It feels like it's been so short of a match, but that's just how quick they were able to get control. Demise is gonna be looking for these specials to get back in here.
I think it was because of how long Team B stalled on that zone with the whole of Team Demise. Not like they were never really fully recouped, and that's gonna be. Oh, we're getting close. They do manage to take back the zone just about.
Wow. So they were able to ignore that stamp, even though Zekin got pushed back. His teammates had the awareness to use some specials. And look at this swimming from Zekin. He's not able to find the pick. There he goes. I think getting help from the charger.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, what we saw from Demise there, Zekin got pushed back by the stamp, but his 2 teammates were able to use specials. We saw a Booyah Bomb and a Bomb Rush coming out from Demise there to cap the zone. And that's actually going to be really good push so far, but the Ray finding 2 from Ice, the huge Ray, you know he has a lot of experience with those, and that's going to be all the specials coming out from Team B to get control of the zone.
just about get it, even with the bomb rush going up from Raziel, and Littl's doing his best to try and scare him off, but he's not getting much out of it. However, to be honest, he was just feeding the enemy team's special, and Keen is really close to that Ultra Ham, I believe. Oh
Yeah,
no, it's about 50%. But
we are gonna see Blue Bomb come out from Demise. That's gonna give them some breathing room, as they're gonna need to get more control here of Team B side of the map if they're gonna want to smother them like they did in Game 1. You remember Game 1, Team B got off to a really good start, but after Demise got control, it just kind of went downhill from there.
2 down for Team B, but they do manage to get the control for a split second, resetting that timer for Demise. And it's looking like Demise are going to push up pretty hard. I mean, the comp, it's not the same type of comp they were playing against in Game 1, so maybe not a great idea considering that is a Dynamo with a Ray, and it can make the job a lot easier. But yeah, the Stingray coming out now to add some pressure. Zekken really pushed up too. He needs to get back, to be honest, and he is doing just that.
Yeah, so they see the baller on the zone. It's actually chasing DJ over there, and they're able to get zone off of it. The 3v3 situation going off right now, but the hammer came out from Keen as Zekken finds a nice kill on Marsh. That should allow Demise to get control again, but the Tenebra are going to be a nuisance as always.
Yeah, Keen just kind of being a never-dying annoyance at the moment, and the bomb rush does come out from Hitzel, but it's not going to get much. Keen taking out Zekken and looking to set up another push. It's a 3v3 situation with the Stingray coming out. The baller to try and delay Keen, but the Ultra Stamp to chase it up. It's a 4v2 at the moment, and it's looking like the zone is going to go straight back in the way of Team B.
Yep, and this pro staying alive for a moment here, but Keen just going to make him back up with the Tenebra. Didn't even focus shooting him, just knew he was going to either back up or get killed by his teammate as pro does go down. And now these Brellas coming over to this side, the side of Demise there, against that Charger. It's going to make the Charger's life so difficult because he has this big shield to worry about.
Whoa, Keen getting absolutely destroyed by the suction bombs. And
yeah,
like the zone is gonna flip again.
He turns his attention away for one moment, and Raziel takes advantage of that bomb rush. But now Hitzel responding with his own bomb rush. Not sure if they're gonna get much off of it as Demise back in control here. They're gonna need some picks if they want to push up and secure this game, though, as we get to the last 30 seconds.
Stingray coming out, it's scaring Raziel off. He's not really getting much picks with it. The Ultra Stamp comes out from Keen. He's looking for the zone. 2 down on the side of Team Demise, and that's 3 down on the side of Team Demise, and that zone is going to go straight back in Team B's way.
Yeah,
Mark's doing his best here to try and take... Oh, it does get taken out, however, by, I believe, DJ, and
these,
it's a fight.
These jumps in are going to need to paint the zone really quick. We have a bomb rush, and we have so much going on in the zone, but...
That's it. That's nothing.
Team B able to secure it with both the tent and their own bomb rush. Like we said, the tent paints so much, and like you even said, the suction bomb rush gonna be such a nuisance. Even though both sides had it, that big 3 down at the very end for Demise really secured the game there because you know Team B didn't even need to use that many specials to get that.
Yeah, they could have just got that off of paint. It was just kind of, it would have kind of came in on Demise. They got the picks, and that was all they really needed. They didn't need to be so forceful with it, but you know it worked out for them, and they do manage to take the game 2-1 over Demise.